they've been money. But let's add context. This is great. Keep it up. When you now face those big sides. Tweets of the week, tweets of the week, tweets of the week, man. What we popping on, what we popping off, man. So, Bayern Munich's last 3 games. 76 shots, 39 on targets, 20 goals scored. It's last 3 games, so there's 20 goals. 9 shots against, 4 on targets, 3 goals conceded. Look, you can say opposition tax, who have you faced, teams have been trash. But what we're not going to do is try to ignore what was being said before it was said. And I'll hold my hands up. I was one of those guys who was like, you're hiring a guy who got Burnley relegated. First of all, a guy who was in the Championship. And when he now moved to the Premier League, he got that team relegated. How would Bayern, a team who've had the likes of your Heinkes up in that piece, Otmar Hitzfeld up in that piece, and Pep Guardiola up in that piece, go to the manager of Burnley? Forget whether it's a company. The manager of Burnley should never even have an interview with Bayern. Forget about getting the job. You should never even have an interview. Bayern are playing some of the best football right now that we've seen. It's between them and Barcelona of teams who have looked the most impressive. Now, will they last? How good will they be? When you now have injuries and all that kind of stuff, how will you now battle? So, but put that to one side, they've been money. Based on form, Kane is one of the best players in the world right now. Based purely on form. But what frustrates me is what happened to all of this at the Euros. Oh, let me guess, it was Southgate. Oh, let me guess, it was this. Oh, let me guess, it was that. Oh, let me guess, it was that. It just doesn't make sense. So, 100% Kane is the guy, he's on fire. The guy's absolutely on fire. And as you can see from there, these are goals and assists. Proper assists. So, you are seeing Harry Kane bring his supreme modern striker value to the game. But all I ask for Kane is, this is great. Keep it up. When you now face those big sides, it's be a Leverkusen, a Man City, a Real Madrid, a PSG, a Barcelona, are you going to show up? Second half summed up in a picture. So this is second half, 24 shots, 7 on target, expected goals. Expected goals should be high, 1.04. Shots 0, on target 0, expected goals 0. So this is where context is very key. And this is why Twitter is so problematic, because Twitter comes without context. So if you just put up this stat here, what is your reaction? Arsenal, that is embarrassing. You are the title challengers, and for a whole half, you had 0 shots, 0 on targets, and 0 expected goals. That is embarrassing. That's without context. If you just put up the stats without context. But let's add context. Arsenal are winning 2-1. Arsenal have a man down. So, if you're a man down, you're winning 2-1, should you really try to offer a serious counterattack? Or, we're a good defensive team. We trust our defense. Gabriel and Saliba are the best defensive pairing in the Premier League. I think we can hold these guys. I think we can hold them. Forget about we don't need to score. It'd be cool to score. We don't need to score. We are winning. Rafinha, I won't lie, I have been a Barca fan since I was a kid. I grew up watching these players and it's an honor to play here. The captaincy means a lot to me. I'm very emotional. Playing matches as captain of FC Barcelona is very special. You see, Rafinha is a funny one. It's something that Hansi Flick alluded to when he came. He said he was impressed by the enthusiasm of Rafinha. He was like, man, this guy is really enthusiastic. And just his energy and just his desire is something that he really, really enjoys. And it's important to have that. Is Rafinha talented? Yes, 100%. Is Rafinha him? No. Rafinha is not Dinho. He's not Rivaldo. He's not one of those top Brazilian players. He's not one of those special guys, no. But as a manager, you need a player like a Rafinha. When you're building a team, you need all sorts. You need your superstar. That is your Lamine Yamal. You need those like your good, your proper enforcers. That's an Araujo when he doesn't do those brainless things against PSG. You need that your clinical finisher. That's your Lewandowski. You need your controller midfield. That's your Pedri. But you need those guys who are going to give you 200%. The key thing of this image is something we've lost in football. I think the last decade, like 2010 to 2020, we've had some of the best attackers and midfielders ever. Last decade. In the last decade, I cannot name you a single all-time defender. Shout out to Godin. Shout out to Chiellini. Shout out to Thiago Silva. Shout out to Van Dijk. But when you look at the greats, Nesta, Cannavaro, Thuram, Desai, Stam, and then go even and I'd throw Rio in there. I'd throw John Terry in there. Just these are quality pure defenders. I cannot name any defenders of the past decade that can even enter that conversation. So the beauty of this picture was you would have that's great striker up against that great defender, and it was who's going to win out. Because it was a fascinating battle. We don't have that anymore. To watch the rest of this vid and gain access to more content crack, think about becoming a Patreon member. Click the link below in the description box or head over to patreon.com/halfhope and gain access to more content crack. Let's ride.